I was lucky enough to grow up in Seaside Heights, right over here by Sampson Avenue, on the ocean. My parents were from New York City and Trenton. They met here, and my backyard was the pier, the iconic casino pier. We didn't start surfing until around '63. We were riding mats at that time, blow-up canvas mats, and then we started surfing. We had no leashes and 10-foot boards, and we would drag the boards all the way to the pier. And then the fishermen, didn't want us to surf around the pier, so they would cast lures and bait at us. My brother got arrested for surfing next to the pier. We went to court, was thrown out, and then we started surfing in front of the pier, on the sides of the pier, through the pier, and it became just one of those iconic breaks on the East Coast. As time went on, I opened up my first surf shop in 1969 called The Natural Art. A year later, we opened up Grog's Surf Palace in Seaside Park. We saw that there was a need for surf contests.
I was here in New Jersey when Grog from the Billabong store when he had Grog's Surf Palace back in the 70s. And he sponsored the first pro event here back then, and I was the director. I started the pro tour back in 1976. So during the 70s and early 80s, I went to all the pro events around the world. So I came to New Jersey, and we had a pro event at Seaside Heights, and it was Grog Surf Palace was the sponsor of it. So
I got into shooting the pros when Grog started bringing the pros into New Jersey for his contests. So he was that was a milestone for him, because he got it all started for New Jersey, having a pro contest. So I was able to, shoot the pros when they were in town, I didn't have to travel,
We were able to get Randy Rarick to come here because Chris and I and Kevin Casey all went to Hawaii in the early 70s. And we met him there, and he made boards there, and we became friends. So it was just a natural thing for me to call Randy, because he was part of the ASP at the time, to ask if he wanted to come in and run our contest with me. And he said yes. So with Randy's expertise, he just called everybody and said, this is for real. This is not a make-believe. Jersey has waves, better waves than you think. Let's show up.
it's fun to be back here 50 years later and reminisce with some old friends and see some of the old haunts. And for this particular event, we're showcasing classic vintage surfboards that are made available to the public via online auction. And so I'm here to help promote it, and at the same time, I'm really knowledgeable in surfboards. I've repaired, shaped, and been involved with tens of thousands of surfboards. So people are coming in to get free appraisals on what those boards are worth. So we're doing a double duty here and having fun. Surfing is unlike any other bat, ball, and stick type of sport. The equipment that we ride dictates the fashion at the particular time. So at this particular auction, there's boards from the turn of the century to contemporary times. And you can see the progress of surfing through the equipment that we ride. So there's wood boards from the turn of the century, hollow boards from the 30s and 40s, balsa wood boards from the 50s, long boards made out of foam from the early 60s, short boards that came in the 70s, and now even right up to contemporary pro boards of today's. So through that last 100 years and 125 years, you can see the progress of our sport through the design of the actual equipment.
There's really no difference between the guys in the 60s and 70s and the guys of today. The guys of today are very hardcore. They're getting out there in huge waves, and they're surfing really good Bayhead, Sammy Hammer, that's just to name one of them. But they're very, very dedicated.
My favorite surf conditions is like 4 to 6 foot and like just overhead, like and like just Jersey kind of barrels, like where you could get barreled and then do a big turn, or just like some of the waves set up just to do some turns and stuff. Just like kind of like the all-around days where you could get barreled, do turns, and like it's overhead, so you have some power coming at you.
So there's been many questions about what surfing is all about. You know, surfing is more than just exercise. It's a spiritual thing with nature. And when you get out there, you forget everything that's going on land, and you become just mesmerized by every wave. The seagulls flying by, the porpoises are in the water, the waves just tubing, and you just get up and you start gliding on this water, and it's magical. And then as soon as you finish the wave, you can't wait to get back out and get another one. So you might be caught up for hours, not even knowing what time it is, because you're in this cycle of pure joy.